but I never had a year of singleness or a year of maybe just dating and getting to know people and seeing what I need.
That is the reason why most of our relationships don't work. We don't know how to embrace individuality in relationships.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Welcome back to the Socially Blessed Podcast. Hey, I'm extremely excited to be back.
Yes, sir.
I'm AJ. I'm your host. I'm a pilot, a man of God, and I hope to have my own airline one day. And officially, I got
Emmanuel, man. I go by JB as well. You can follow me on Instagram. It's JBCEO. I am the co-host of the Socially Blessed Podcast. I am an aspiring filmmaker here in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, man, I love making films, man. So, yeah, man, it's good to be here today, bro.
Hey, man, tell them about how you got into filmmaking.
So, I actually bought a camera on credit. I spent about $3,000.
Taking risk, bro.
I had to, but I spent about $3,000 on my first ever camera. It was a Sony ZV-E10. And I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I wanted to actually do vlogging, like kind of like my own lifestyle type of content. But the only thing with that was it's such a saturated market, and I didn't know how to differentiate myself. Like I didn't know my own creative uniqueness, so I didn't know what to add to, you know what I'm saying, my video. So I really had the camera for no reason until I met, her name is Octavia Jones at the Concept House downtown. She was like, yo, we gotta get you in here. And from that day, bro, just got started, man. I started just working with them, working at the Concept House, and yeah, that's what
Hey, speaking of camera and visuals, bro, check us out.
Check us.
And this is cause of you and some people that we got.
Shout out to Level Luke One.
Hey,
you feel me?
And our boy Emmanuel.
Yes, sir.
Hey, behind the scenes, but yeah, man.
How you feeling,
Big
bro?
things coming from Socially Blessed. I mean,
big things.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. Lately, these days, I just really been trying to focus on really having my full potential, like living to my full potential, pushing myself every day. Of course, I'm in school and I'm flying.
Yeah.
And, you know, if I'm gonna own my own airline one day, I definitely gotta develop certain habits and discipline and stuff like that. So I'm reading a book right now, Atomic Habits, that talks about habit building, basically building that foundation. And you know that book you put me on to, How to Win People and
How to Win Friends and Influence
Dale Carnegie.
Yeah.
So that's just how I've been feeling lately, but I'm extremely excited right now to get into what we're gonna talk about today. But how you feeling, bro?
Facts. Been feeling great, man. I feel like I had one of the toughest seasons of my life. I don't know if you know, but I battled anxiety, kind of having anxiety attacks.
Now you know, I know.
Yeah, I mean, but they don't know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that battling anxiety, bro. I feel like a lot of people battle this, and it's such a secret battle, man. You don't even know you battling with it until it start really affecting your day-to-day life. But yeah, bro, just been overcoming anxiety. I'm now in the final stages, I feel like, of fully overcoming it. But so far, man, life has been getting better. Money is great, bro. Yeah. But that segue us into what we gonna talk about today.
That segue us to why we're here today.
Thanks.
This has been my bro for years. We went to TOP together.
Tabernacle Praise, man.
Hey, we used to mime together and all of that. So we, after church, after COVID hit, you know, I stopped going to the church, but we always kept our relationship, and we were in relationships and love. And we just got on the phone call one day and was like, bro, I'm going through it with my girl.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
And around this time I had the podcast going, and I was like, man, we gotta talk about this, because when we get on the phone, we be on the phone for hours. Just, you know what I'm saying?
Chat. Yeah,
exactly.
Facts.
So I just kind of want to go into that today. But before we get into that,
you know what I'm saying, man, we gotta, hey, man, say cheers to the first ever official Socially Blessed podcast episode. So we bought some Stella Rosa. You know, Stella Rosa ain't really wine, but you know, hey, cheers to the first episode. You feel me? So Yeah, man. I'm just really excited that we are even talking about this today, bro. Just kind of communicating on this topic.
Do y'all hear the way that's pouring?
Madness.
We're just really gonna chat about one, where we're at, and like
Mentally, yeah.
We talked about where we're at mentally, but like dating wise, like are we in our relationship? And some modern, like just things that we see in our era as far as dating or just like actually being in a relationship.
Yeah, and then this just a growing divide between the whole man and woman community.
Yeah, so currently right now, I'm single and I'm in the dating era, right? Yeah. But more so just really getting to know what I need, right? Because I think that's really the first reason why it's so trash to date. Because people start dating. Let's just get into what dating is. Dating is literally just gathering data, right? About an individual to see if it even works, right? And so now that I'm in the dating era, it had to take me a season of like being single to even know what I need.
Yeah.
Right? Because so many people go into dating not even knowing what they need. They just go into it for surface level reasons.
Yeah.
The hookup culture. Yeah. Having sex. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I guess that's cool, but that has to be relayed to the other partner.
You need to figure out what you need. And you need to figure out how can I develop that relationship with self first before I dive head first into this relationship. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that relationship with self is so important. And this growing divide that we see with men and women who are now like embracing their singleness. They're like they're loving themselves. Like we see a lot of people who are quote unquote conceited, but the simple matter is they're loving themselves. Yeah. They're loving themselves unapologetically. And that's more of what we need. So now you see a lot of men who have set standards, set boundaries, and they're getting called gay or they're sweet or whatever. But at the end of the day, bro, you got standards. You don't want to keep experiencing the same woman. You don't want to keep experiencing the same situation. So I'm going to put myself up here so I can stop experiencing what I've been experiencing. You see what I'm saying? So I think this growing divide that's happening now is actually blessing us, you know, without us even knowing.
It's kind of forcing you to be alone.
Facts.
And I think that's what so many people are like afraid of. I didn't want to be alone. Like I was in relationship after relationship after relationship from 8th grade. Like that's like middle school all the way up to my all the way up to last year, actually. Wow. And I never had there might have been like 3 months, 4 months between each relationship, but I never had a year of singleness. You feel what I'm saying? Or a year of maybe just dating and getting to know people and seeing what I need, seeing what's out there. Like my dad always tells me, son, date, stop jumping into stuff. Have fun. People forget that dating is to have fun, and you also learn a lot about yourself when you date. You know what I'm saying? You start to learn when you date like your shortcomings. You know what I mean? For example, like if you run into a problem with somebody you dating, how you respond to certain situations. Like we was talking about that one time, like the way you respond to certain situations with your partner is the way that you respond to yourself.
Exactly. And I even want to segue into that. When you said that you was for 8 or 9 years, how many ever years you was in and out of relationships, you don't see, that's like a big disservice to self. Like your self is probably crying out for you to, like, bro, I want you to spend time with me, like love on me, bro. It's like it's calling out to you. And I feel like that is the reason why most of our relationships don't work, because we don't learn how to embrace ourselves. We don't know how to embrace individuality in relationships.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? And that right there is the biggest piece to having a successful relationship. Not even just with other people, a successful relationship with just everything. You know what I'm saying? Like even to your goals, you gotta address the inner world. In order for this outer world to change. Like people talk about how the mind is so powerful, but we don't sit down and analyze what is going on within our minds, because most of our insecurities are in the mind. You see what I'm saying? Like based off of experiences that we may have had, based off of things that may have come up in our lives. We don't ever address those within the mind and say, hey man, this ain't bad. I learned from this. Okay, what can I apply from this? I want to stop looking at this as trauma or something that can hold me back. I want to look at this as something that can propel me forward and get me farther in life, because most of people's traumas is holding them back, even in relationships. That's why people find themselves dating the same person with a different face. You feel what I'm saying? Like you're dating the same exact person with the same qualities, they just look different. You know what I'm saying? And that is, in my opinion, that is a disservice to self. And you will find yourself always in loops and cycles and cycles and cycles, wondering, like running yourself crazy, wondering, why am I not getting farther in life? Why am I not getting to a higher level in life? It's because you need to address this inner world, address the issues in here.
And when you don't address the issues in there, that behavior or that trauma continues to compound, right? And that happens in a lot of, I've done this in my relationships, and I am a suspect or whatever, a victim of it is going through something internally and then letting that be in my relationship, or letting that seep onto my partner. And then I don't realize that behavior compounds, right? And people reflect the behavior that you show to them on the daily basis.
That's facts.
Right?
That's facts.
So if you have constant trauma, constant trauma responses in your relationship, let's say in your new relationship, you don't really have a clean slate, and you're still having trust issues from your past relationship. So you have trauma responses to stuff, right? With your new partner. You'll see that they start to reflect that behavior back to you. You know what I mean? And that is what I found breaks a lot of relationships too. Not really addressing that trauma and dealing with trust issues that come from whatever, mom and dad or past relationships or whatever. You feel what I mean?
Yeah. And I feel like even with the adding in of, how can I frame this? There's a lot that has been put into place, right? Like therapists, like all these different people to handle these mental traumas that we have going on inside of our head, because 70% of people's problems are imagined. They're not even real, right? So that's why I feel like it's a lot of things that are now being put into place, like mental therapy, physical therapy, because a lot of people's negative mental states get stored within the body, can cause sickness and dis-ease and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? We'll say that for another video. But I feel like that's the reason why we have so many type of people who are out here trying to help people's mentals. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if I have a friend who is going through a lot, I'm gonna tell them, hey man, go get your mental checked out. Go to a therapist, bro. Go to somebody that can really help you identify what's going on inside your head that is not you. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes we get clouded with so many different things, and then we get around people thinking they're the issue when it's you. You know what I'm saying? And it's you gotta really have somebody outside of yourself to look inside of you. I feel like that's the reason why we have so many iterations.
Go ahead and say it, bro.
That brings us to our sponsor for today, BetterHelp Therapy.
Hey, BetterHelp, if you seeing this,
BetterHelp, man, listen, we need y'all, man. We need y'all to sponsor us.
Facts,
because we spitting some real facts.
But no, man. Another thing that really breaks relationships that I've seen is the social media culture.
Facts.
Everybody doesn't understand or realize that your relationship is tailored to you. You know what I'm saying? People see, and I've done this, I know me and you both have talked about this.
Facts.
Seeing relationships on Instagram and being why my girl don't love me like that? Or what happened to that love you know, that, you know, Tom and Jerry is having. We used to have that. What's going on with us?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why are we not moved in together?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And they set these agendas for their relationships based off of other people on social media, but this, like, the, you know, how people tell you, like, you don't know what people go through behind closed doors.
Facts. I always say social media is a highlight reel, bro. They only gonna put out there what they want people to know. So even me, even you probably, you know what I'm saying? We don't really post all the dark moments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even when it comes down to relationships, bro, in the dating pool, people not gonna put out there. Like, bro, you gotta think of social media, your social media page as like a dating profile. You know what I'm saying? They see you, they like, oh, they look fire, they look good, they doing this, they doing that, they successful. Like, people can say the same about me. I mean, that's what we do. That's human nature is we're only gonna put our best selves out there. You know what I'm saying? And in hopes of finding somebody else who wants to, you know, collaborate or date us or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like social media it's a blessing and a curse. I feel like if you are in the realm of wanting to date, I feel like social media can be a blessing because it'd be people out here who they're very introverted and they don't want to go out here and talk to people. So.
Yo, but that's a problem though.
That is.
Because you remember.
I ain't gonna say that.
But check it though. When you know how people say, I want that old time love, like our parents and stuff like that. Back in the day, they didn't have social media.
It's true.
And that's why a lot of people say it forces people to get in each other's face. You know, you do so much connection over the phone, but just like, you know, just like how me and you talking right now.
Yeah.
You know, social media doesn't do as much justice as being in person and going on a date.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And that's, oh my God, that's another thing, bro.
Yeah.
Social media makes it seem like you have to do something extravagant on the first date. There was this dude who was talking on the podcast named Simeon Panda, and he said when he first met his wife, he said he literally he took her out to like go get some coffee. And people don't realize that first date, as far as dating, right, is just like an initial like, you know, interaction to just see how it goes. But social media tends to paint the picture nowadays in our generation, since it's so heavily like everybody's, you know, glued to their phone. It paints the picture that like we have to do something extravagant. You know what I'm saying? And of course, court the woman. You know what I'm saying? Make her feel like you want her. But it does not. You don't have to spend $300 on the first date.
That's ridiculous.
You do not have to do that.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, bro.
Dating, bro. I think dating has gotten more. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's just. I feel like it's the people that we date. I feel like me and you, bro, we have a problem with certain females we look at, you know what I'm saying? And I think that the females you choose is a reflection of you. You know what I'm saying? Because I have friends who are more on that bougie side, you feel what I'm saying? They like to buy expensive stuff, take expensive trips. You feel what I'm saying? And the girls that they choose are like on that same type of time. They classy. Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Like, you driving whatever car you driving, but you don't have a lot of money coming in or whatever type of life you live in now. I feel like that is a reflection of what you're gonna attract. That's just how it is. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that dating, bro, in terms of social media, like I said before, it can be a blessing and a curse. It can be a curse when you're at a place of lack, lust, and all these lower level fleshly emotions, you know, and these fleshly desires, and you're like, I want to find a woman. Of course, you're gonna be looking at every woman lustfully, right? You're gonna be looking at them like, yo, like, she's so fine. Look at the way her butt look. Like, bro, she just so curvy. Like, of course you're gonna look at her like that because you don't have nothing going on, not too much going on for yourself. You feel what I'm saying? But when you get into loving yourself more, you're gonna start to say, okay, yeah, it looks good, but what substance can it provide? What substance can this person provide to me? If they can't even hold a conversation, bro, like, I'm not finna talk to you, bro. I don't wanna do that. Like, you can look classy, you can look good, have all the nicest clothes, nice purses, all that different types of stuff. That doesn't just go for women either. That goes for men. Like, man, you can have the nice clothes, the money, the cars. But bro, if you can't even have a conversation with the person you dating, if you can't even court them in a way you want to be courted, bro, what substance is that bringing to me? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it goes back to what you said. A lot of people date with for those fleshly reasons.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? And then they get ensnared in a trap because the simple fact that when you live from a fleshly state, it's temporary. So like, you may have sex with a girl or, you know, temporarily satisfy yourself with a girl, but it's in the name, temporary. It's temporary, bro. Then all your feelings for that girl's gonna go away because fleshly, when you start to get into loving yourself way more, that flesh stuff kind of dies down, bro. Well, like ever since I start taking care of my skin, bro, getting this apartment, you know what I'm saying? Making sure my apartment smells good. It has that nice smell to it, nice look to it. You know what I'm saying? Ever since I've been upgrading my life, my fleshly desires have been dropping. But what does that also do? It makes you not only more attractive, but now it helps with your choices.
Yeah.
It helps with the life that you live in. And now you're able to not only live a better life, but now you got probably a ton of females, a ton of men. You know, if you know what I'm saying, you're a female, and you do getting on your stuff, bro, like you gonna get so many people who want that energy, bro.
But that's the problem. That can be a problem too, because with us men, I think where we go wrong at, like, okay, so one, I just want to talk about the fleshly desires part, right? So when you operate out of a fleshly level, which goes on a lot now, dating is, like I said earlier, the hookup culture. You start to develop like a sense of just wanting to have sex, but you start to run into people who want more than that. And then you know how they say, you know, I call them Nash sessions, where women get with they girls and they have niggas ain't shit sessions. That's what I call them, Nash sessions. You know what I'm saying? But you start to make women like traumatized when you do that, and you just, you know, up and ghost them. Yeah, I cannot stress this enough. Like, I've encountered women that if I don't text them back for like 2-3 hours, they think I'm ghosting them because they've been exposed to that. So freaking much. Yeah. But I think the problem with us is that there's like this agenda to conquest the most women or conquer the most women. Yeah. Right?
Which I don't know.
And it shouldn't be like, I'm not finna sit up here and act like I never thought that was cool. It was a point where I thought having and conquering and knocking down as many women as possible was like it.
Lit, yeah.
But like, it's not, bro.
It's really not, bro.
You really will wind up hurting so many people.
And you are deepening the trauma within yourself.
And bro, like, you know, you start getting into like soul ties stuff then, and then like, bro, it's just like, it's so much that comes from doing that. And I found that it's kind of exhausting, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, the thing is, even with soul ties, bro, I feel like I'm starting to understand that verse in the Bible where it said about wait for marriage, basically, have sex, because people don't understand. A lot of people are so blinded by that 3-letter word, bro. They're so blinded by the 4-letter word, which is lust. They're so blinded by these things, bro, and they don't even understand how traumatic it can be, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro, from probably the age of 14, bro, that was the first year that I watched porn, bro. And I was like, whoa, like,
I hate porn, bro.
Bro, that's
the reason why I've struggled in some of my relationships, falling into pornography.
Yeah.
Bro.
You falling into that lower self, bro.
Oh my God.
And you will deep, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, the battle to get over lust, the battle to get over those sexual desires is so tough, bro. Like, I've had times, even with being on semen retention, bro, for my longest, bro, was like a year and a half, bro. And I was like, yo, like the amount of people, like the amount of energy you have. Like, it's like the quality of life goes up. And it's so good because I was moving a lot of that sexual energy throughout my body, and I was just doing a whole bunch of stuff. Now, mind you, mad females was like, yo, who is this? Like, I'm not even really trying. But people, if you look up forums on the internet, bro, it's so many people that talk about the benefits of semen retention.
So you one of them people that believe that like semen retention helps in like relationships.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Overall, like energy throughout your relationship.
I think that with semen retention, bro, you can really see who the true person is. Because a lot of people have this mask up. It's just like makeup and fake hair and wigs and whatever that a lot of females wear, it masks them. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know. I never personally like makeup and wigs and all that.
Yeah.
But like I literally love the natural look. I'm like, come on, bro, it's natural. It's you. You know what I'm saying? Or like if you wanna, you know what I'm saying, throw in a little bit of makeup, whatever, that's cool. But it's a mask, bro. It's a fat mask, bro. And the thing is, lust, all fleshly desires are a mask, bro. Yeah. You would never get to see, or you would never meet that person truly if it is masked and played with so many fleshly desires, bro. So I believe that having or obtaining your seed is important, because what that does is now I can date you. You feel what I'm saying? I can date. You
truly are.
Exactly.
That was my funnest time. Like my funnest time being in a relationship, and my last relationship was when me and her, like we didn't have nothing going on sexual.
Yeah.
And it was like, we going out,
yeah.
we seeing different parts of Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or we didn't even have to do nothing extravagant. We just be in each other's presence. Oh my God, like finding those mutual interests, which was like music.
Yeah.
The first that she was like the first person that like, we like had a musical like connection. And I was like, yo.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It's like we didn't need to have sex, bro. Yeah. That's just so heavily like, you know, the society we live in is like hyper sexualized, bro.
But I mean, you know where all that stems from. We talked about it before. It all stems from stimulation. We're all overstimulated. You know what I'm saying? Even social media stimulates us. The fast-paced world stimulates us. We get overstimulated, bro. So we can't really look at ourselves and say, we can't really look outside of ourselves and say, oh, this is the issue. No, you need to stop. Get rid of all the noise. There's so much noise going on, bro. And I feel like even in a dating world, all the main noise, like I said before, is lust, not wanting to be alone, insecurities. This is all noise, bro. And we mask or put a Band-Aid over all this noise by simply hopping on social media, hearing from all these different influencers. Oh, niggas ain't. Oh, dudes out here don't really want you. They just want your body. Like, that's all lies, bro. It's lies. It's lies.
Yeah.
And the moment we actually acknowledge them as lies is the first step to actually progressing in dating. Yeah. Even, bro, I would say if you are single now, bro, learn to date yourself. Go out by yourself. Take yourself on dates.
Yeah.
Go out to your favorite restaurant. Eat by yourself, bro. My homie Brandon, bro. Shout out to you, Brandon. Bro, he was like, bro, I love going places by myself, bro. I love having solo dates, bro. I love eating out by myself.
That's crazy, because I thought that was weird, because a lot of my friends, I told my boys, like, I was gonna go to the city. It's like a city that's near our college that has like everything, like, you know, like movie theaters, whatever, because where our college at, it's like one McDonald's, one Popeyes. It's crazy.
Yeah. And
I told them I was just gonna go out there by myself, and they thought that was weird. It was like, how could you go to a restaurant and eat by yourself? But then it struck me, a lot of people have that mindset of like, doing stuff alone is weird. People don't, like, I've experienced that, like, people don't really know how to date themselves.
Yeah.
And then, like, what I've also found that, like, talking about problems in a relationship, like, I fell victim or short by like not reminding my partner that it's me and her against the problem. Or not, oh, I just was on TikTok and they said such and such and such about men, and this is why you do this to me. So, and you know, they get mad at me, or we see something on TikTok and we let TikTok or Instagram influence how we move in our problems in our relationship, when it's you and your person against whatever y'all going against. Like, y'all are a team.
Y'all a team. Yeah. I feel like that's important, bro. But even back to the whole piece, bro, about this whole growing divide, I love the fact that we're going through it. I think it's a positive thing. I feel like this divide is really helping everybody strengthen a relationship with themselves. And even now, I stay alone myself. My girl, she, you know what I'm saying, she stays, or she stays.
How long you and your girl been together?
About a year and a half.
Year and a half?
Yeah, bro. We've been going through a lot in terms of acknowledging our insecurities and not putting those on, and putting those insecurities on standby, and allowing those insecurities to fester and grow into something way worse. We've gotten to points where we feel like we resent each other. We've gotten to points where we feel like we don't even know each other, and that is a problem. And I feel like when it boils down to like, how can I make my partner, or how can I strengthen this relationship and make the relationship more fun and exciting? We need to learn how to embrace our individuality, and we need to learn how to love ourselves, get rid of those insecurities, because nobody else can get rid of them for you. The only way you're gonna be able to get rid of those insecurities is if you sit down alone by yourself and acknowledge the lie that you keep buying into. Stop the lie in its tracks and kill it, and persist in the truth, bro. The truth is that, like, let's just say you have an insecurity about being alone. There's a lie within you that you need to get rid of. And the moment that you get rid of it, you replace that with, I love being alone.
Right.
I love being with myself.
Right.
And really, like, even the definition of being alone is being with no one. But you're never really alone. You're always with someone, which is yourself.
Right. And speaking on individuality and being with self, I think the big problem is that there's a common misconception that you and your partner become one, right? But it's really more so, from what I'm experiencing, you're whole, they're whole, y'all come together and y'all add value to each other. Y'all are already adding more value to the greatness that you are by yourself. You feel what I'm saying?
That's facts. Yeah. And I feel like in every relationship, you got to push your partner to want to help them grow themselves. Instead of trying to be the savior. You know, you can't keep trying to be the savior, because being a savior is going to, number one, it's going to exhaust you. Number two, is going to make you lose yourself. And when you lose yourself, it's the fan. And then you find yourself in a dark place and there's no way out. So, I mean, there's always a way out, but it feels like in that moment, it's no way out. Because number one, once you get to that dark place, your partner's not listening to you no more. And now y'all resent each other. So I think that it's important in this whole growing divide that we learn how to acknowledge our own insecurities, fix those insecurities, learn to date ourselves, get ourselves to a potent position to where we can actually be of value to our other partner. Because not a lot of people giving value out here, bro. I'm gonna be honest, like, it's not. It's a lot of fakeness. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of save face. You feel what I'm saying? And nobody's really sitting down with themselves and saying, I really love you, which is yourself. Nobody's doing that nowadays, bro. But I mean, it's slowly, as this divide gets heavier and heavier, greater and greater, but we're gonna see more of that.
You know,
more
just
people loving themselves.
Coming to a close, like, I feel like the divide will start to converge.
Of course,
at a certain point, and I feel like it'll start to converge and we'll start to come back together as men and women, our generation specifically, as we grow older. And like you said, the divide between us and everybody breaking up, and the culture of just like nobody being in relationships and it being bad, it'll turn to good once we like actually grow up and realize, you know, go on a date with someone. Don't do nothing extravagant, but like go actually have connection. Yourself. Go do something. Get out of flesh, get out of all of this agenda that, you know, the first couple of dates, y'all are supposed to have sex. Y'all ain't supposed to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you're supposed to get to know each other, bro.
I want to be so pure to the point where it's like every interaction I got with my girl, bro, it's so fire. Like, it's like we just enjoying each other, bro. And then when we do get intimate in intimate ways, we can really enjoy it. We can really do it not with the sense of I want to, you know, feel this physical sensation.
Yeah.
But now it's like I deeply love you, and now I deeply love you because I love myself, and now I want to give you a piece of me. You see what I'm saying? You see how that works? Mm-hmm. Now it's not like a, you know, oh, I gotta, you know, dang, man, she look good, man. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to hit that. You hit it, bro. Okay, cool. You knocked it down. That's cool. But what substance did you get from that?
What now, bro?
What now?
You just created a whole connection. Like,
for what?
With this woman, and now she's stuck on you. Because that's literally how it always goes. Yeah. It's never just as simple as there's some type of connection that comes from that, right? Yeah. And then when you pull away and then you kind of like take off the veil that, you know, you just wanted to hit. Yep. Now she hurt. And that happens so much. Yeah. That happens so much, just not even like just all across the world, bro. Yeah. And you'll find like everybody's really hurt. But I think that was good,
combo, bro. That was a good combo.
That was good, bro.
That was a good combo. Okay. I like that.
Thank y'all for tuning in this week. Again, I'm your host, AJ. If we didn't touch on certain stuff, let us know in the comments below, or DM us on Socially Blessed the Podcast on Instagram, and just let us know what y'all want to hear.
Let us know, bro. We need to know what to speak on, bro, because I feel like it's so important in this day and age to kind of have those conversations and to express them around people who are, you know, like-minded. So, yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Cheers to the first pod, man. Cheers to the first pod. So, hey, man, more to come, man. So y'all stay tuned, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. If y'all are listening on Apple Podcasts, make sure y'all follow us. Spotify, any other podcast platform, make sure y'all follow. And yeah, man.
We out.
We out.